Hey, 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 welcome back to the Merriment Making Podcast. I'm Mary England, your joy guide, your sacred disruptor, and your reminder that you are allowed to live colorfully, weirdly, and with a whole lot less pressure than this world tries to make you carry. So today, I'm kicking off April, and inside of the Positive Pulse, we've got so much happening this April. I don't even know how I'm gonna all fit it in. We're making joy easy, and we are doing giveaways and challenges and badges and so much fun stuff. We've been doing all of this stuff on a soft launch, but April 1st is the official birthday of the Positive Pulse, and all month long, it's a positive party over there. So come on over, uncustomary.org/positive-pulse and join for free. It's gonna be really, really fun. So today, we're gonna talk about something a truth that might poke at everything hustle culture has taught you, and that is that you do not have to suffer to succeed. Let that land. You don't have to be miserable for things to be meaningful. You don't have to earn your joy through pain. So what if joy itself was the path to the life that you want? That's what we're going to talk about today. We've been taught that if it doesn't hurt, it doesn't count, that suffering makes you strong, that burnout is noble, no pain, no gain. But while there's a truth to the idea that hardship definitely builds resilience, and I am grateful for my adversity, I am. The thing is that martyrdom often masquerades as meaning, and it's not a ditch. Martyrdom is a pedestal. It's one that culture has built to keep us performing in constant pain instead of pursuing our pleasure. Liz Gilbert talks about the martyr versus the trickster. I am a trickster. A trickster is a person or an entity that is constantly just kind of living at the gate of a boundary, inside the threshold of a boundary, kind of like backing their booty up against the boundary, really showcasing you what is it here that we're struggling with or against. I'm here to play the devil's advocate. I'm here to show you what is and what isn't and what is there at all. I'm here to really push the envelope. There's a lot more you can look into as a trickster, but I just want to kind of like give you a very broad and non-complete definition of the trickster. But anyway, Liz Gilbert talks about the martyr versus the trickster. The martyr says, only through struggle can anything worthwhile exist. But the trickster uses irreverence, absurdity, playfulness. The clown paints her face so you know that it's okay to laugh, because sometimes people only really give themselves permission to be silly inside the safe container of a costume. But why is it that we need a costume to play? Why do we believe that it only counts if it hurts? It's okay to have ease. As Dana Carvey put it, it's okay to have contentment over not physically suffering. Imagine that. Contentment, not as a cop-out, but as a compass. Here's what I want you to know. Joy is not a distraction, it is a tool. And there's actual science to back this up. So when you are happy, when you feel happy, truly happy, you release dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. These aren't just the feel-good chemicals, they are also motivators. And studies in positive psychology show that positive emotions increase your cognitive flexibility. That means that it's improving your problem solving, reducing brain fog, enhancing your physical energy. In other words, when you're happy, you think more clearly, you act more decisively, and you have more energy to do the things you love and even the things that you don't. Happiness fuels follow-through. Peace breeds productivity. And joy is practical. Let me clear something up, though. A lot of people lump willpower and discipline together, but I see them differently. Willpower is a short-term emotional energy that helps you start something new or hard once. And discipline is showing up again and again, not because you're forcing yourself, but because you've set yourself up for success. You've made it easier with systems. You put something on autopilot. You've become habitual with it. The journal on the desk or on the bed, and you've added your vitamins to your coffee station. You stacked your habits atomically, right? And you've stacked your joy and effort into a routine. And the trick is that willpower does run out, but discipline, that's fueled by joy. And that does not need to run out. That is not a well that can be drained. You don't need to muscle your way through life. You just need to make it easier and more delightful to keep showing up. So what does joyful discipline look like? This is not bubble baths and vision boards. I'm sure that that can be part of it. Absolutely. I love those things. But this is really about whatever gets your spark lit. So this is what I mean. Playing the kazoo while making your to-do list. Tucking googly eyes into random spots around your house, wearing a tiara while you're taking out the trash, putting a dinosaur sticker on your forehead before you're going on a Zoom call, or on your wrist if you can't show it, using a glitter pen to make your grocery list, making your coffee in a mug that is shaped like a duck or a frog, talking to your plants like they're coworkers, blowing bubbles at your cat or your roommate. Today, when I walked out on my porch, I started talking to spring the entire season like it was my cat. I was like, "Aw, Spring, you're so cute. I love you." Who cares? Who cares? Be childish. Be childlike. Enjoy your life. Small, consistent joy adds up. It's not frivolous. It's foundational. It builds emotional momentum. It shifts your frequency. It actually improves your quality of life. And when you feel better, when your life feels better, it's not just that you feel better, you do better. You have more motivation, more desire, and more physical energy to take care of stuff that you want to do. And if you've ever felt judged for being too much, not serious enough, too playful for your age, not appropriate, not professional, whatever, you being fully expressed, colorful, weird, joyful, alive, that's not a problem. It's a permission slip. When you choose joy, you let yourself be seen, and you create space for other people to do the same thing. And not everybody's gonna love that, but that does not mean that you're doing it wrong. Earlier this year, I wrote about how I'm actually really glad that I grew up misunderstood, even by my family, because it taught me empathy. It taught me to live for myself and not for approval. It taught me to understand how other people are misunderstood as well. If your parents or peers or coworkers don't understand you, you can either shrink yourself to fit into their mold, or you can say, forget it. I'm living big anyway. A lot of people project resentment towards joy. It's not actually always hate, though. It's envy. Have you ever been on your way to work and seen someone headed to the beach and thought, like, must be nice? And that's not because you don't really believe in fun. It's because in that moment, you weren't getting any, right? That's what happens when people see grown-ups who still play. They feel like they've lost their own youth. Their lives are full of I have to instead of I get to. And that stings, man. So instead of asking themselves what they want, they're telling you that what you're doing is wrong. But merriment makers, we don't play that game. Here's what we do instead. 1, we don't lash out, we stay grounded. 2, we don't shrink, we keep going. 3, we respond with curiosity, not combat or combativeness. And I don't know, oh, I've always loved these dolls. Did you collect anything as a kid? Swinging is even more fun as an adult. Want to try? These are kinds of things that you can say when someone comes at you like, why are you doing that? What's going on? This is weird. Kindness disarms. Curiosity invites. And sometimes you can create a tiny crack in someone's wall and their joy can sneak in. So my question for you today is, what's one joyful habit or activity that you could try today or start today? Inside the Positive Pulse, my free community, we are asking ourselves that question every day, and we're waiting for you. Come share, come tell us, come connect. Let joy be the new normal. Let play be sacred. Like I said, this entire month is a whole party in the Positive Pulse, and the link to join is in the show notes, or you can head to uncustomary.org and click on the Positive Pulse or uncustomary.org/positive-pulse. You don't have to suffer to succeed. There are only so many words that rhyme with suffering, but joy and bliss and fun, there are so many words that rhyme with that. Let that be your rhythm. You gotta feel good to do good. I'll see you inside the Positive Pulse, babes.